Hi, my name is Rachelle Smith, Master Fitness Trainer, Professional Speaker, and Author. Here at home in Louisiana with my dad, Mr. Oscar Smith Jr. Dad, thanks again for taking time out to chat and share your experiences with my Facebook fans. I wanted to find out today, I want to actually share with you guys, because you watch these Fitness Friday episodes, you probably think that I've always been this way, even though I obviously grew up understanding and valuing fitness and the role that it plays in my life and the role that it's played in my life. But there was one particular defining moment, well actually probably the biggest defining moment in my life in regard to fitness. And I wanted to ask my dad, get some more insight from my dad about this particular defining moment. And that is the summer before my 8th grade year. I had become a couch potato, and it lasted a total of 3 days. And on day 3, and what I mean by that, obviously school was out, but I was sitting on the couch. I was trying to watch soap operas. I was very unsuccessful. I've just never kind of gotten into soap operas, but was sitting on the couch watching soap operas. And my dad, of course, I think he was home from work one day and he saw what was going on. And in great detail, he explained the negative consequences of adopting a sedentary lifestyle. And I'm so glad, looking back in hindsight, so glad that he spoke up. He was assertive and really challenging me and informing me of some of the negative consequences I could expect if I, at that age, would have adopted a sedentary lifestyle, because things for me certainly could have been very different now in regard to my fitness and health. So I wanted to ask you, Dad, when you reflect back on that moment, kind of what was going through your mind, and how important is it for parents to really emphasize fitness for their kids?
Well, one thing, a sedentary child tend to grow up to be a sedentary adult. And once you are a little chubby child, you tend to be a chubby adult, and then you'll end up being overweight your whole life, and never be able to shed that particular label as a fat person. And you never want to be that, because again, once it's on you, it's going to be difficult getting the weight off of you. And therefore you tend to overeat as a teenager, overeat as an adult. And then when you're 50 or 60 years old, you tend to be overweight again. And I think it tends to shorten your lifespan. You end up with health problems. And I didn't want any of my kids to grow up and become individuals who was overweight, fat, going to the doctor all the time. Therefore, it was important for me to instill in you at an early age, to embarrass you, so to speak, that you would get up off the couch and play Little League Baseball, be a cheerleader, play basketball, and those kind of things, which tends to keep you fit. And therefore, like in my family, there's no people who are grossly overweight or anything like that. And therefore, it's important that kids grasp a healthy attitude toward fitness, towards your weight and things like that, And so that's why I've made my particular statement, which I'm not going to repeat here. And so far, things have turned out pretty good for the family.
Well, again, I thank you so much, because I think the mistake today, and I'm sure you'd agree with it, just parents are just, their kids decide they don't want to be active. They want to sit on the couch. They want to play Xbox. They want to, surf the net and spend all these hours on Facebook in lieu of getting outside and being active and engaging in physical activity. And we've got this epidemic now where the Center for Disease Control state that 1/3 of kids now are either overweight or obese. And 2/3 of adults, again, in this country, according to the CDC, are overweight or obese. And folks, that's just got to change. But I think that it's something, and I can attest to that starts when you're young. Because again, these positive benefits, these positive lessons that you learn early on in life as a child can certainly remain with you if you make the decision to be committed, remain committed. And I'm certainly glad that you did not let me fall into that second category and just kind of throw away my active lifestyle, because it certainly benefited me tremendously, especially in terms of my health and being very healthy and energetic and well. So, Dad, thank you so much for your insights again. And I appreciate your time once again. And thank you so much for your time. Make it a wonderfully fit day.